I think that's Buckminster Fuller.
Let me
Architect.
see. Yes, Buckminster Fuller. Yeah, Buckminster Fuller.
Right. I never tried to get in contact with him for the simple reason I don't think that, particularly when I started talking to him, he would want to talk to me. I just assumed that. And I was just talking about people that you work around every day. I wasn't talking about someone who's very prominent like Mr. Buckminster Fuller, because I tend not to believe that I could just pick up the phone and call, say, the president, Donald Trump, and ask for an audience with him right now. Drop what he's doing and talk to me. So I just kind of assumed it would probably be the same thing with Mr. Buckminster Fuller. But I'm talking about, my recommendation was, if the people that you work around, there's lots of black people named Smith and Jones and Johnson, and you work around some white people who might have those names. So you can, in this day where everybody's looking up their ancestry and all like that, you can say, hey, we might have something in common. And, Mr. Bruce Johnson, over there on the other machine, that you're working on next to him in the factory and whatnot, say, well, my name is Alvin Johnson, and your name is Bruce Johnson. You think we might have something in common, Bruce, if you're on a first-name basis with him, and say, well, hey, we got something in common now. We got the names in common. Your name is the same as mine. We might have a little ancestral connection there. Your father might have owned my father, or grandfather, or great something. And so, you might can give me a little help, one ancestor to another, and you can just start down that road. After all, what is looking up ancestors supposed to be for?
Yeah.
Starting with back with Alex Haley and Roots, a lot of people said, and there are whole groups now and whole organizations set up. Well, let's trace ancestry. Let's look into it now. Here's, I think I had a cousin named Bob. And Uncle Jess. It goes back here and goes back there, by way of Carolina, by way of New Orleans, and all the way back to the west coast of Africa. And people are painstakingly doing this. Mm-hmm. But it comes down to what for. Say, well, it's good to know where you came from and all like that. Mm-hmm. Okay, but what for? Mm-hmm. What are you going to do with it when you get it? So you got all that information. Information is supposed to do something to help you do something.
Yes.
Otherwise, why have it?
Yes.
See, we're in desperate situations now. We just don't go around just leisurely like we're in what you call the emperor class of the old days, ancient Rome and whatnot, just doing stuff just to be doing it. Mm. Names don't bother me. It's what happens that bothers me. And that is, how did I get the name that I got?
Okay.
What my original name was really doesn't matter to me. I want to know what happened to me and who did it. And so all roads lead to the white supremacists. That's all of them. And all the names that I don't have, the name Fuller, that's a name that was given to me, and they brag about it, by slave masters. So I say, hey, that's where the trail runs out as far as I'm concerned. I don't need to know nothing else.
Yes.
So that's what I'm dealing with.
Yes.
And I don't need to find out what my original name was. I can find that out at leisure after I get everything straightened out with the people who gave me the name Fuller.
Yes.
That's where the business is.
Yeah.
To get that straight.
Yeah. I think what
am I doing wearing this name?
Right.
And it looks like somebody needs to compensate me for some kind of dislocation here. All right.